Hey guys, today is Wednesday, August 24th. I'm kind of busy. Right now I'm supposed to be reading. I've got like a lot of reading assignments, but instead I'm going to be making a video. The first thing I have to read is chapters 1 and 2 in Ethical Dilemmas and Decisions in Criminal Justice. And then after that, I need to finish reading Mass Murder in the United States, but I have until next week to finish reading this, and I'm already halfway through it and it's small. And then, at least by Saturday, I have to read chapter 1 in Serial Killers, A Philosophy for Everyone. And also by Saturday, I need to read Serial Killers and Their Victims. I'm taking 2 classes, and I get to read all of that in 1 week. And this is 1 week of where, you know, derby practices tomorrow, and that's the dog at the door, and I'm going to pretend he's not there. Anyway, I actually do have crafty stuff to talk about, and I'm not just going to talk about schoolwork and derby. I'm going to talk about crafty stuff that I got to work on this weekend. I finished all my project doing blocks, as I said. Okay, I'm going to let him in. Come in, Zachin. Come on, Zachin. Come in. It's just, what, Zach? Come in. Alright. Whatever. These weird Humbriekins. Okay, anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, okay, so last week I finished up all of my blocks, and I believe I posted pictures of them on Flickr. If not, oops. I'll go ahead and do that. Anyway, I took out the ones that I didn't have to put titles on, and was really excited about that, because that was several. So I was like, hey, I have all these blocks to add titles to, and then I realized, oh no, some of them don't need titles, and oh, I'm looking at my stack, and I'm like, oh, that's all I did titles for? I guess so. So I will go ahead and show them. Alright, on this block, I have, yeah, I made sure that, because I was really worried about having them the wrong way, because I was like, wait a sec, because I almost put them with the title starting at the bottom and going up, but then I realized when you actually pull a book out of a shelf, when you're pulling it out, you know, if I were looking at this shelf and I pulled this book out, it would be upside down if I put it the wrong way, so I made sure that they were starting, you know, all book titles start at the top of the book, so I made sure they were the right way, because, oh, I would have been all bummed out had they been the wrong way and I realized it later. But on this one, oh yeah, first of all, I'm using I've been talking for 2.5 minutes already. I'm using my Cricut, which the camera is sitting on, so you can't see it unless I get a mirror. Is this going to work? It might work. Let's see. There's a mirror. And there's you. And look, there's my Cricut. Oh, right there. There's the Cricut. And there's you again. Okay. That was fun. Anyway, so I'm using the Cricut and cutting out stencils, freezer paper stencils. I actually do have one right here that I'm going to be using, as well as this one right here. So it just cuts out the, prefix who gain power. I'm cutting out the stencils, and then I'm doing, just, you know, ironing them to the blocks, and then painting them. So I have Asiatic Anti-Venoms, if that's how you say it, I'm not sure. And then, of course, the Dark Arts Outsmarted. And then I have Quintessence, A Quest, and Magical Theory by Adalbert Waffling. And then this one I kind of messed up, and I'm not going to change it, but this is my Hedwig block, and for the name I put Weasley. And it's anybody's guess which Weasley it is, if it's a married Weasley, or if it's an original Weasley, or who knows, it could be, you know, a fake name for somebody else who's just going to go by Weasley. I don't know, but anyway, I thought that was fun. And then I have this one, and I added the title Rune Dictionary on there. And then on this block I have the Healer's Helpmate, which I think this one is probably one of the ones that turned out the best out of any of them so far. I think this one is basically Probably my only perfect one where there's not any kind of smudge, any kind of, well actually no, I do have a lot that don't have smudges, but this one just turned out fantastical. And then this one, I didn't want the title to take away from it, from the actual fabric, so I tried to do something that would blend in a little bit, and it does blend in really well, and I'm excited about that, and you can actually still see what it is if you're looking. It's 1000 Magical Herbs and Fungi. It's in a red. I was trying to decide between green and red, and I went with red. And then, of course, the first one I did, which is the one I like the most so far, is Hogwarts: A History and Unfogging the Future by, what does it say? Verblatsky. And then I realized that Offenjen was writing the title, or the author, right up here, and I realized, oh yeah, that's how books usually kind of go, and I've always been doing it at the top. So I might continue doing it at the top just because that's what I want to do, or I might do a couple on the on this little, whatever this thing is called. But I'm not sure. But yeah, I really like how Unfogging the Future came out. It's kind of a little bit rough because what I did is, as soon as I was done painting it, I ripped the stencil off, and I, did it kind of forcefully, so some of the paint would come up. I should have just, not painted in some areas so it would look a little bit more weathered, but I do think it looks pretty fantastical. And then on Hogwarts: A History, I used the font called Magic, and I am actually using all of my Harry Potter fonts, my favorite Harry Potter fonts, in my book titles, so that's something really cool that I want to do. Wow, I've been talking a long time, and I'm still like dreadfully behind on all of the videos because I am a horrible, horrible person. But maybe this weekend I will find some time to do some watching. I'm sorry, I'm like really close to the camera and I don't know why. I'll back up. Yeah, so I'm really behind on watching videos, and I'm really behind on a lot of stuff. I haven't done really any crafting except that this weekend, and I only did that for a day, and then I went and helped NSO, which is a non-skating official, about in Daytona, and I was gone like all day. I left about 2 to go pick another girl up, and then I didn't get home until probably like 1 a.m. because I went to the after party. But, yep, that's all. Wow, I've been talking a long time. Hopefully I'll cut some of this out. Anyway, bye.
She needs to sort out her priorities.